everyone. I'm getting ready to make a new batch of soap. This soap is going to be called Day at the Beach. I'm really excited about it because I get to try out a new fragrance oil from one of my favorite fragrance companies, Indigo fragrance. I'm going to be using Aloha Pineapple in this batch. I'm going to get ready to measure out my oils and then we'll be back. So as you can see, I went ahead and measured out my liquid oils. I'm going to add 2 ounces of mango butter and 2 ounces of shea butter to my liquid oils. I'm going to then put it on the stove and get them heated up to 100 degrees. While they're heating up, I'm going to go ahead and mix my lye together and get that in an ice bath to cool that down. We'll be back. This is the lye water. It's almost cooled down and I'm waiting for my oils to cool down as well. Always remember with lye to use safety first, goggles, gloves, and a well-ventilated area. Once my oils have cooled down, I'll mix the lye into my oils and bring it up to trace. I'll show you that when that happens. Right now I have my oils and lye mixed together. I'm bringing it up to a light trace. The little yellow speckles in there are some of my colorant. I like to add sodium lactate to my batches. It makes for a nice harder bar. I'm going to go ahead and continue bringing this up to trace. I'm going to add some of this batch to a smaller bowl and mix it with blue. So I'm going to have 2 colors in this batch. I'm going to add my fragrance, Aloha Pineapple by Indigo fragrance. And we're going to see, make sure it holds up with its scent and make sure it doesn't discolor my soap. So anyways, I will continue my process and show you it when I have it in the mold. Okay, I went ahead and added the full ounce of Aloha Pineapple and it set up pretty quickly, so I'm going to move rather quickly to get it into my mold. I also went ahead and mixed my second colorant. It's going to be blue on the top, so it's going to be yellow on the bottom, blue on the top for a day at the beach. And we're going to go ahead and put it in the mold, and once I have it all set up in the mold, I'll come back and show you guys what that looks like. Now I have all the soap in my mold and we're going to let it set for 24 hours. I'm going to go ahead and put some Himalaya pink salt on top so it'll truly be a day at the beach. In 24 hours we'll cut it. Like I mentioned before, the fragrance oil did set the soap up rather quickly. I had it at a very light trace. And once I added the fragrance oil, it started to set up really fast. It didn't change the color of my soap and it smells delicious. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and let this set for 24 hours and then we'll cut it. Here's the final setup with the pink Himalayan salt on top. It's going to be a nice little exfoliant just at the top of the soap for each bar in which I'll cut at when this loaf is all set up. Again, it's called Day at the Beach, so we've got our yellow for the sand, the blue for the water, and the pink Himalayan salt on top. Like I promised, it's been 24 hours, so I went ahead and unloafed the soap. I call this batch a Day at the Beach. I used a wonderful fragrance from Indigo fragrance called Aloha Pineapple, and it held up beautifully in this soap. The scent is strong. The color is the way I wanted it and the way I pictured it. It didn't discolor anything. Like I said last night, it only set up my soap just a little bit, but it was manageable. I was able to work with it and it turned out really good. I'm really excited. I love how it's like waves at the top and sand on the bottom. And then of course I used the pink Himalayan salt for the little coarseness of the sand. A good exfoliant, because who doesn't need that after a day at the beach? Well, I hope you guys like it. It'll be up in my shop, Dirty Birdie Soap Company.com. That's DIRTYBIRDIE Company.com. I'll put it all in writing at the bottom. And again, for all your fragrance needs, I highly recommend Indigo fragrance. I have been extremely impressed with all the fragrances I've used from them so far.